Hello and welcome to the second of 3 tutorials on the Mage class with me, Velen. The expectation for this video is that you have watched my previous tutorial and also have a level 40 or above Mage. In this tutorial, we will be covering the basics of gearing up and the 3 main phases of the game. These are Gloomfury, Obelisk, and then Free Hour. So firstly, gearing. Well, to put it simply, on a mage you want to get your intelligence to the highest possible amount that you can. So the simplest way in order to do this is by upgrading your items. This is a bag being upgraded to +6. You can see just below where the bag slot is at the blacksmith, the amount of runes and gold it costs to upgrade. This steadily increases and has a fail chance. You may think to yourself, what can I do with all this gear? What's the point of it? Well, that brings us on to Obelisk. Obelisk can be accessed through the War Conjurer, as displayed on screen. Every 30 seconds, he will summon you to the location for you to capture the point. Once you've been teleported, you will see something like this. The circle in the center is the point that you want to capture. This is the objective of the obelisks. So why do I want to do Obelisk? Well, firstly, it's a great place to develop your skills as a character, and it's also just generally good fun. The second more practical point is that it gives you fame. Fame is important as you will gain crowns from it at the end of the week, which will improve your player's power. As a mage, there are 2 main ways of playing Obelisk, the first of which is Area of Effect, or AoE. This is really useful because you have a large impact on the battlefield. It's very satisfying when it goes well, and it also has the largest possible fame gain. This is done because you are doing the most amount of damage possible to as many people as possible. However, there are some drawbacks on this, as it requires quite high skill, some luck, and there's also a large fame loss potential. This is because when you are diving in, you generate a lot of attention and therefore a lot of damage. So, the second mage build. This is known as single target or just ST. As you can guess, this is just the focusing of one person with all of your damage skills. What are the advantages of this compared to AoE? Well, the positioning is much less tricky. All you need to do is stay in a fairly middle area so that you can hit people, but also not at the front where you generate so much attention. This is also good because you have a large fame potential in scenarios with lower play. Unfortunately, some of the disadvantages of the ST or single target build is that it requires a lot of luck, and also it doesn't work too well in lower player count scenarios. The problem with lower player count scenarios is that there is rarely enough supporting damage to actually kill a person in addition to your damage. The luck factor appears because it requires you to have rolled critical chance on all skills as well as a high max damage. Our third and final pillar of the game is the world boss, Gloomfury. So, Gloomfury spawns once every 3 hours in the center of Gloomfury ruins in the old Fable world. If you walk out of base in a straight line, it will take you in vaguely the right direction. So, the goal of Gloomfury is to kill it with at least 1000 DPS, that's damage per second. This is a minimum, and the more you do, the better it gets. From Gloomfury will drop randomized items. You are looking for ones like were visible in the first tutorial: intelligence, critical chance, haste, and max or min damage. By upgrading these items, you will be able to do more damage and therefore gain better items from Gloomfury. You may think to yourself, how do I do this, Velen? How do I get the amount of damage needed? Well, simply by upgrading those types of items and by following this specific skill rotation. First, you use Hypo and Skull, followed by Chilling Radiance, 5 Ice Bolts, and then Shatter. By following this particular skill rotation, you will be able to get roughly 90% efficiency on Gloomfury. I will touch on in the advanced tutorial how to optimize this even further. So quickly to recap, you have Gloomfury, which is the world boss in which you try and get new and better gear. You also have Obelisk, in which you use this gear to gain fame and improve your skill at the game. Finally, you have the free hour, in which you obtain runes and golds to upgrade the items you get from Gloom. I hope you found today's tutorial helpful and informative. For further optimizations, please do look at my advanced tutorials. But for now, thank you and bye-bye.